Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Sunderland series. Season 5, still in the Championship. It's our second season in the Championship. The first year, we was expected to fight bravely against relegation. We finished 19th. The following season, the expectation was to finish mid-table. We finished 14th. So let's see what is in store for this season. So, end of current season for the club vision. Apparently, we have failed to grow the club's reputation, which is a bit odd because in between seasons it said that Sunderland benefited from a small reputation boost. So, not too sure what's up with that. Develop the best system or youth system in the country. Apparently, they're pleased. Sky Bet Championship finished mid-table, 4th round of the FA Cup, 3rd round of the Carabao. Which is interesting because our contract expires this season, so we do have to perform. So hopefully we do pretty well. C+ is the board thing so far. They're pleased with the overall management of the team. Last season's success remains fresh in our memories, and our appraisal of your current performance takes that fully into account. So I'm hoping we get a new contract this season. So the first signing we snapped up was a new right back by the name of James Scott, 21-year-old Northern Irishman. Doesn't seem too bad at the minute. Potentially up to, well, we've got 5 stars, but one of them's white. But coach summary overall 3 stars. I think it was like 800 grand we signed him for. Sorry, 850. He is currently worth 600, so not the usual kind of bargain to be honest, but I'm hoping he does alright. He had 2 pre-season friendlies and he scored a 6.75. 1.6 million for Callum Slattery, who we signed from Wigan. He's going to be our new AMC, and throughout pre-season I was pretty chuffed. 3 appearances, 1 assist, average rating of 6.73. Currently worth 2.5 million, but 3.5. Coach summary, that's not too bad. If we have a look at his report, why is there nothing there? No matches played yet. Fair dues. But overall, pretty happy with that for a signing. 500 grand on a random 19-year-old Croatian new gen by the name of Marinko Zazul. Pretty cool name. Marinko Zazul, and plays no-nonsense centre-back, so it's the first of his kind within the team, but we're not going to be using him as a no-nonsense centre. He's going to be either BPD or CD, which he does equally well, which is fine. He plays for the under-21s pretty regularly. He hasn't had the chance to play for us yet, but potential ability is pretty good, so we'll keep an eye on Zuzul. On a free signing was Andy Musayev, who plays all of the winger roles that we need him to. He can play up front if we need him to. 21-year-old Belgian. So we're going to get a little bit of a continental feel starting to creep in with this team. Croatians, Belgians, the lot. And I'm hoping we can get some decent stuff out of him. Throughout pre-season, 2 goals, which wasn't too shabby at all, with the extra assist. So an average rating of 7.1. He could well be one to watch this season. For a potential fee of 650 grand was Chris Willock, who will be replacing Jordan Ibe this year. It was time for him to go. Yeah, we got a fair few quid for Jordan as well, but is now worth £1 million, so he's almost doubled in value, which is great. And he plays the inverted winger / inside forward role pretty well. Only got the 1 pre-season game under his belt, but yeah, good signing I think. Next up was a freebie who had a good pre-season debut by scoring a 7.1 in his only game, but has gone up to 400 grand. His name is Joel Bagan and has previously played for Millwall, Cardiff, got his start in Southampton. But potentially 4 stars. Overall coach summary is 3 stars. Might be a good little signing, adding some depth to the left back position, which we did need. And lastly was Nico Geristen, a Dutch winger who can play on the right. He can play AMC. I think he's slightly ahead of Chris Willock looking at his attributes, but potentially very, very good player. The overall coach summary at the moment is that he's a star player who could still improve. Yeah, so a free signing to 1.3 million in value. I think that's a shrewd little deal. We're getting to the stage of the game where new gens are starting to come through, so scouting takes a bit longer than usual. I'd say I've probably spent the most amount of time this season than I have any previous season on scouting, and we stumbled across this young lad who was getting his start in PSV, but they did not renew his contract. Quite a short and sweet pre-season. We had a brief stop in Holland and then a home game at the end against Elche. But we started off with a 1-1 draw, which wasn't ideal, but it's the first pre-season game. Yeah. Michael Campbell, the Canadian new gen, with the only goal there. AZ Alkmaar beat them 2-0, Lyndon Gooch with both goals. After that, we beat Ajax 4-2. Michael Campbell, Patrick Almond, and then Jack Diamond on the score sheet for us there. So a win against Ajax under our belt is pretty good. Last year we got a win against Fiorentina in pre-season. It's never really like a great measure of how your season's going to go, but just to have on paper, we beat Ajax, I think is a good thing. Elche 3-1, Ewan Connell, Lyndon Gooch and Elliot Embleton on the score sheet for us there. So August looks pretty hectic. Hull, Cardiff, Rotherham, Hull in the Carabao Cup first round, Swansea, Wednesday, Oxford. Is Ollie still there? Ollie is still there, and then Peterborough. So the first month could be a bit of a mixed bag. Could be. We'll have to wait and see. So there's the season preview. Leeds are expected to get promoted as champions. Aston Villa second, Watford third, Brentford, Bristol, Derby. So there's your top 6. Some interesting teams down here now. We're predicted to finish 17th. I'd like to obviously go beyond that. We'll have to wait and see. I don't see why not. I think last year's finish of 14th was pretty good with 33-1 to win the league. So stick a quid on Sunderland is what I would say if we're going by pre-season. We're still using the 4-2-3-1 that we looked at in the season 4 summary because it was much more of an attacking kind of setup. So we can take a bit of a deeper look at that now. So according to assistant manager Kevin Phillips, new assistant manager, I think bring in a club legend. Why not? Kevin Phillips was always one of them strikers that I don't know. I just always used to like Kevin Phillips. Bit of a Sunderland legend, I suppose. But this is his best 11 on paper. So the Admiral holds on to his place. Guritzen, then Slattery, Gooch, Embleton, O'Neill, interestingly enough, is our new best centre mid with the box-to-box role. We've used him at right back before, did a good job, but since Tom Edwards has come in from Stoke, he's done a great job at the complete wing back on attack role. Anderson, Ewan O'Connell, and then newbie Joel Bagan with Robbie Much in goal. So I think that's quite a good team. We've got quite a large squad, so we should be okay for things like squad rotation. Some youngsters that I'm keeping an eye on would be Patrick Almond, who's now 20 years old, and if we have a look at his progress, he's on the up, which is good. Got a couple pre-season goals from corners and throw-ins. So, yeah, definitely one to keep an eye on. Other youngsters are obviously Michael Campbell, the young Canadian who banged in 2 goals for that pre-season, but he's going to be out for a couple of months. So they're the main youngsters to watch. If we have a look at Dev Centre, we do have quite the list, even if we go by ability, quite the list of players that we could call upon if needed. Probably just those 3 there. So Masayev, Patterson and Woods, but can't really count Patterson because he's a goalie. But we'll keep an eye on the development centre because the board want us to make it the best in the country. We do have a lot of really good potential down here. So pretty much all of them there are definitely worth keep an eye on. I mean, Sam Woods is a bit old, he's 24, but the under-18s as well, yet again, looking good all the way down to there. So the future's looking bright for Sunderland. Abso-bloody-lutely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the first month now, and then come back, and then we'll have a look at the first month, and depending on how long the video is, we'll do a live com. I'm not getting too carried away, but 7 games in, we're in 5th place, which is lovely. It's pretty much the highest we've ever been. 7 games in, 4 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, with a goal difference of 4, which, it's okay, but look at Bristol City's goal difference, 13. They're smashing it. Lyndon Gooch, the Admiral, and new signing Dan Cashman have all got 3 goals each. Highest average rating so far is the Admiral. The Admiral and Callum Slattery, new signing, have the most assists with 3 each. So yeah, it's been going pretty well so far. We started off with a 1-1 against Hull, the Admiral, with the only goal. 3-1 win against Cardiff, Lyndon Gooch, Colton Morris, who has now left the club, and an own goal from Balanta. 1-0 against Rotherham. We lost. We lost against Hull in the Carabao Cup, so we've crashed out of the first round there, but hey ho. Swansea 2-1 win, Lyndon Gooch in the Admiral. 3-1 against Sheffield Wednesday, the Admiral, Slattery and Gooch. 3-2 loss to Oxford, Rory Holden, new signing, and Slattery continues to impress. He got a goal there as well. And we've recently beaten Peterborough 5-4. Very strange game. Embleton, Cashman with a hat-trick. Ewan O'Connell with the odd one. So yeah, 5th place. Pretty happy. Let's do a quick best 11 auto pick for this game. And Gerritsen shouldn't play. So we're going to go with Colton Morris. He'll be leaving in January. But for now, he'll do a decent job. Let's put on Andre Sikora onto the bench. One of our youngsters, tons of potential. Loads of clubs have come in for him. All championship teams, like no major clubs. But he could be pretty good. But at the minute, the Admiral is scoring, so I don't want to take him off. We're going to play against Huddersfield today. And they're still managed by Frank Lampard. So this ain't going to be easy. Ain't going to be easy at all. I don't think there's really any easy games in the Championship. It's a really competitive, frustrating league, especially when you're a team like Sunderland, who have really low kind of expectations from me, really. Like I don't expect us to battle our way into the top 6. I don't think we can maintain our current top 6 position. I'll be bloody surprised if we do. But, you know, it's just typical me, really. At the beginning of the season, you do well, and then it falls apart pretty quickly. But here goes Embleton. Goes back to Anderson and O'Connell, the new centre-backs. Well, the new pairing, really. Here goes Embleton. Admiral. Gucci. Oh, unlucky. Gucci. That might have to be his new name. Gucci. But yeah, that was a pretty positive start. And we're going to start off here with Walton to Schindler, who got the most tackles per game last season. I think it was. It was either that or passes completed. Karoma. Josh Karoma smashed through inside 4 minutes with 1-0 down in this away game. That is not good. That was a really shoddy goal as well. Very, very awful defending. Awful goalkeeping. Just feet planted, didn't move his arms. Looked like he was wrong-footed. And keeper did absolutely nothing. So I'm going to shout at the players. I'm going to encourage them. And hope this gives them a kick up the bum. We drop down to 7th. If/when we lose. Huddersfield, how are they? They're in 8th. So, haven't really done an awful lot, have we? Are we going to get a highlight? Is anything going to happen? No. Okay, so let's... we're going to have to attack the game, aren't we, really? Is anything going to happen in this half? It's been a pretty boring game. Very entertaining season, but as per usual, when we slam on the live com, nothing happens. So I'm going to thrash my arms around. Just don't even say a word, really. Just walk in like a octopus having a fit, just thrashing my arms around and confuse the players. Send them out onto the pitch. Still nothing's happening, so let's change shape and go for this good old formation. Morris 6.3, so let's bring on Cashman and then swap him and the Admiral around. O'Neill can come on for Edwards. I don't like my fullbacks being on yellow cards unless I can help it. So hopefully a change of formation. Oh, great. Here we go. Williams. Oh, it's 2-0. Keenan Davis. 4th goal of the season. We're 2-0 down. This isn't the live com I wanted. Shoddy defending. Huddersfield again. There goes Pippa to Vlap. At least they got easy names to pronounce. Slattery. Long ball to Cashman, who's had a good start. The Admiral. Batty. There goes Gucci. Come on. Good ball, please. Get a good ball in. Penalty. Right. Should be Gooch taking this. Yes. Come on, Gucci. Come on, Gucci. 2-1. Oh, you wazzock. We miss so many penalties, man. We don't really have that. Oh, goes another corner. Karoma with the ball in. Headed out by Anderson. Batty will run and chase that down. Come on, Batty. Come on, Batty. Does well. Does really well. Oh, Slattery with a good shot, but unlucky. He's pretty good at that, old Slattery. Them long shots. He's usually quite accurate. There goes Karoma. Good tackle by O'Neill. Plays it short to Gucci. Goes long. Cashman. Come on, cut inside. Come on. Wow. Just blast it out the side net, why don't you? Stuff it. Don't need to actually get it on target, do you? You just hit and hope every single time. Embleton's having a shocker. So we're going to bring on Connor Coventry, who's a new signing. We've literally just signed him. Director of football just decided to buy him. I thought, stuff it, why not? Pippa with the throw. Cleared to Cashman. I'm quite happy with this Cashman, actually. He's playing his arse off, isn't he? But I don't know what that finish was about. He just pelted it out of goalie's legs. Batty, come on. Bagan, end of highlight. Stuff it. Let's go to attacking. For the last couple of minutes, demand more. Can we get a goal? No? 2-0 defeat? Yeah. Well, that was frustrating. Our XG was higher. But, yeah, just the penalty was a bit of a downer. Yeah, never mind. But hopefully we can just win the next couple of games and start climbing back up the league. Like I said, I didn't expect to be this high up. So, yeah, we're going to have a go at the team there. I didn't expect to be in the top 6 by the time I come around to recording the first episode of the season. But, I mean, 9th. 8 games in. If we end here, I'll be happy. What's the score? Reading, Millwall, Bristol, Preston, Nottingham Forest, Brentford. So I'll come back against QPR. If you did enjoy this episode and you like the way the videos are edited nowadays, feel free to let us know down below. And wish us luck. Take it easy. See you soon. Peace.